Hello guys, this is Reconstitution Studio and doing a video comparison between Doom 3, the original game, and Doom 3 BFG Edition.
Hey yeah guys, it's Major here, helping Luca out with the video comparison. Really not much to compare at the moment. This loading screen's, pretty average, to be honest. I mean, it's a loading screen. It's black in the background. There's not really much that can be said on this. I kind of do wish that they had some music playing around about now. It would kind of really more set the mood of the game.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And yep.
That's ID Software. Games made by ID Software, and this is Doom 3, the first one, the original.
Yeah.
The Union Aerospace Corporation is the largest corporate entity in existence.
Just gonna skip this.
Oh, sweet as. It's getting bored already.
And skip that. So here we go with the graphics for the original game. This is this is 640 by 480.
Not the best. I mean, look at it, it's fairly well done, but I mean, there are definitely better graphics out on the market at the moment. I mean, the edges aren't incredibly smooth, and it has a bit of room for improvement here. I'm not overall impressed yet.
Yeah, but Andrew, you have to understand that this game came out in 2005, and it was pretty old.
True, yeah. Well, with the date consideration, I suppose it is doing pretty good. What other games were made around that kind of time? Just trying to have something to compare it with.
I think Halo 2 came out.
Oh yeah, in that case it's yeah, it is actually doing pretty good.
So yeah, this game is 7 years old, and ID, along with Bethesda, is releasing a remastering actually, of this game called BFG Edition, and it's coming out with Doom 1 and Doom 2, I think it was Door to Hell or something, and a unreleased DLC called Lost in Terrors or something like that.
Yeah, you can definitely tell I don't play games that much, eh? But yeah, for 7 years old, it's looking incredible. Absolutely incredible. Wow. Relatively incredible.
So yeah, I'm just leaving this cutscene so you can compare it to the one in the BFG edition, because the polygons are actually well done in the second one. I mean, not well done, I mean, there's more of them. So yeah, it's first person. See the back of his head, nice shaved.
Mars City is a smoke-free facility.
I'm actually quite looking forward to comparing this with the BFG, just because that was quite a recent release, and I'm expecting a huge jump in the graphics. I'm expecting it to look brilliant. So, I mean, I'm quite looking forward to that comparison which is coming up.
Well, the thing is, Doom 3 BFG Edition isn't actually released yet. It's coming out, I think, tomorrow. So we got this before it came out. Yeah.
So we're just a tad bit lucky then.
Yeah, tad bit lucky. That's what you want to call it.
Money, some product. Don't worry.
Dialogue.
After how many accidents?
Damn eyes.
Dr. Betruger, why are so many workers spooked, complaining, requesting transfers off Mars?
Just a quick question: how much of this beginning dialogue and intro do we have? Wanting to really see some mid-game gameplay going on.
Right. Well, the video for the original Doom that we have is around, I think, 15 minutes long. Yeah. So we do have enough material to actually compare it to BFG Edition when it comes up later in the video. So just stay tuned for the subscribers, and should be very interesting.
Amazing things will happen here soon. You just wait.
Let's go.
So there we have the talk about the portal to hell, and yeah. If you notice, the sentry droids looked a bit 2D-ish.
Yeah, I did notice a bit of that on there. I didn't mind to comment about it, but yeah, they did. Although once again, 7 years, do expect some flaws.
While most of the game is 3D, some of the textures do look a bit papery, I guess you could call that. As if it's just 2D and then it just rotates around as the camera pans.
Yeah. Definitely agree with that. One thing I would really want to comment on around about now would be the kind of gameplay that the player would experience. Just the controls, and I mean they can be rebound, but like the defaults and just the concepts behind the way that the designs have laid it out. That would be something which would be really good to comment on that we unfortunately don't have access to at the moment. To say, you played the original?
Yes, I'm currently playing it.
How are you finding the controls on it?
The controls are actually quite splendid. They work as normal as any other FPS game. But yeah, sprinting is obviously sprint. It's not jogging like in these new games.
Ah, yes. Yes, I hate it when they do that. Oh, good. So we've got a bit of an idea of the gameplay and the controls for the original here. Unfortunately, as the BFG is not released until tomorrow, we can't quite comment on the gameplay and the controls of that when it comes out, as unfortunately we haven't had a chance to play it yet.
The BFG edition? Yes. Oh, no, we have a video already of it.
Oh, yeah, we've got the video of it, but we can't comment on how the controls feel for a player. Because, of course, when you're playing a game like this, especially when it's first person, you've really got to get that kind of... The game designers really have to get that kind of control match, match for the players' comfort.
Yeah, well, I actually recorded the BFG edition myself, so...
Oh, so you've actually got some experience on that, so you can be able to...
Yeah,
comparison
I was trying to cut you off there while you were talking about controls, and... Because you were like... you don't actually... You don't know about the controls, and I was just like, where do I jump in and say that I've played it?
Ah, here I was thinking you just had a contact who'd given you the gameplay video.
No, we actually have the full game, and... The gameplay is basically the same, but the graphics are revved up massively. It just looks amazing.
Righto. Okay, well, what do you think of the moment at the audio on this? And we've gone through the controls and we've gone through the video quality. How about the audio? How do you feel it sounds?
Video seems to be cutting out. The sound seems pretty good. I'd say that yeah, on par with most games, if not better.
Yep. What settings have we currently got the sound up on?
Sound were, I think, on maximum for both videos.
Okay, cool.
Why sound British?
You're switching from there and back again. I hadn't noticed that much, but now that you bring it up, yeah, I suppose you do.
So in the original game, there's the mechanic between flashlight and gun is that you can't use both at the same time, so you have to switch between them. That was changed in the BFG edition, but there's a setting that lets you keep that mechanic if you want to play in the style of the original. So in the video that we have of the BFG edition, we have that mechanic, so it doesn't change as much stuff. So, do you want to comment about that?
Well, I suppose it's good of the designers to leave that option in. I mean, we've always got gamers who do prefer the vanilla versions of gameplay. Yes, I do use terminologies like that. At the moment, hold on, let me just change my angle towards the camera. I'm kind of liking the lighting effects, especially when you have the torch up, the kind of spread and distribution of the light. As you can see it here now. I mean, sure, it is very linear based. In terms of, what was the term used, papery before. However, considering it was 7 years ago, I do like the distribution of light and how it changes the dimensions. I thought that they did that rather well on this.
Yeah, the lighting effects in this game are pretty great, but in the BFG edition, they've added FX effects, which just make the game so much better in terms of lighting and muzzle flashes for trying to see when you're shooting at people in the dark.
I look forward to it.
So yeah, right now we're going to the doctor, or whatever guy that is, just before the portal to hell opens and all hell breaks loose.
According to our objective, he's in the old comm building.
That's him right there. And the character seems pretty good, despite his age.
Kind of casual, just walk up behind him, pointing your gun at him. And he's like, no, it's fine. We've got bigger problems. I'm not even gonna take knowledge of your gun pointing at me.
I like the Doom guy's facial expressions. They quite add to the effect. And it seems that when you walk in, the Doctor's kind of having a conversation back and forth with you, but you're not actually saying anything. So I think that was left in by the developers to, like, you walk in, he starts talking, but then you're like thinking, wait, what? And then he kind of replies to that, if you know what I mean.
Ah, yes, yes.
Then we have the zombies, and the Doctor has just turned into one zombie.
Bang, bang, bang.
So yeah, that's 3 headshots, and we're playing the original on Veteran, because I couldn't get the Nightmare option unlocked.
You couldn't get the Nightmare unlocked.
I had to beat the game, and I haven't finished it yet, so yes. But I have to do note that the original game on Veteran is actually a lot harder than the BFG Edition on Nightmare mode.
Ah, yeah? Wow. So they definitely, like, toned down the skill then. The skill level required to play.
Yeah, because all of these new gamers, if you would call them that, like to play arcade games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, games that don't actually require skill but timing and, I guess, point-and-click effect.
Yeah, I suppose quite a few games are going that way as well. The call and demand is, oh no, the game is too hard, you know, you need to make it easier. Which, I mean, it means the game is more playable by a larger audience, but on that same token, it means that for the real pro gamers out there, they're getting a washed-down, lower-level version of what the game's really potential is. So you don't get that whole effect of having the difficulty in there. Which, I mean, personally, I quite enjoy that. I enjoy being able to go into a game and there's a challenge which I almost cannot physically overcome, and getting frustrated and whacking the computer. I'm one of those gamers, and I enjoy that, the thrill of being able, the satisfaction you get when you finally solve it. And these games have, you know, gone ahead and toned down and made easier for the community demand is I'm not a fan of that. I'm personally not a fan of that at all.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Andrew. I used to be a gamer that was like these days, all easiest difficulty with maximum cheats and FAQ guides. But now, as I've gotten older, I've actually noticed that I like the challenge. So every game I've played so far, it's been on the hardest, and I don't even bother looking at guides or cheats. I mean, with the new game Dishonored, I played on the hardest difficulty there was, very hard.
Oh yeah, and how'd you find that?
I actually found it incredibly easy because I don't know if it's the games these days that have gotten very easy or my skill
better.
Yeah. But it just seems so simplistic, especially with the AI. They just run around as soon as you crouch.
Yeah,
you're invisible. It's like the peekaboo effect with babies. They don't see your face, so you just magically warped out of existence. But as soon as you show your face to the baby, boof! You just
appear.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Where's the baby? There he is.
Yeah. In the BFG edition, that took me one headshot and it was just dead, and that was on Nightmare mode.
Oh wow.
But here on Veteran, that was 2 headshots on that last guy.
I'm pretty sure I've seen 3 that a few that have taken 3 to the head and still been going.
Yeah, usually here you fall down, there's a pit of I think 4 zombies. But I avoided that thanks to my agility as a gamer.
Oh, what else is there to say about this game? I think we've almost covered everything to do with it.
There's a nice effect that if you get enough shots on a body, they skeletonize. You'll see what I mean? Like right there.
Oh wow. That was well done. I do quite like that.
Same thing happens. Sorry.
No, you go.
Same thing happens if they die, but their body's intact, and they drop on a door, and the door slams shut on them. It just, you see all these giblets bounce around, and the skeleton then decomposes.
One shot, one kill. Now, I do like that about games where it's like, you know, not only did you kill them, but you did something special while killing them. So we're gonna, you know, give you the entertainment of a little bit of, you know, animation, bit of a player reward for doing well.
I like that. I like how the demon just fell off the ledge and just completely disappeared as he fell down.
Yeah, that was well done there. Yeah.
That was 2 shotgun shells, and that guy was still alive.
2 just casually, you know, shotgun shell and blood across the screen. It's small things like that get me, you know. The small things where it's like, you know, this is really what would happen. You're going along, and the blood would splatter. So let's put splatter on your screen.
It's still little things in life that matter.
Very, very much so indeed. Just add that tad bit of realism to it.
For these gameplay videos, I tried avoiding any medkits or health to try and keep the video as short as possible. But surprisingly, I did stay alive for quite a while.
So this is
born now.
Oh.
In the BFG BFG edition, that guy isn't actually there at all.
Oh wow.
So yeah, there's only that one zombie and the demon. This is the BFG edition made by ID Tech.
So just a quick question from where we left off before. How did you find the menus compared?
Right, so the menu in this game is a lot better than before.
Yes. Comment on some of the changes that they employed.
Right. Well, the layout of the menu is a lot different. It's all kind of spread across instead of all in one corner.
For better or worse?
I think it's for better. And now in the BFG edition, you can choose which level you want from the start. So there's no need to unlock the levels as you go.
Do you feel this was a good move for the producers?
Well, yes and no, because if you click on... Jesus Christ. If you click on the last level, we have to fight the Cyber Demon, you can't actually beat him because you need the, I think it was called the Soul Cube. So yeah, I tried playing that once, and didn't work so well.
Well, I suppose it was clever of the game company. You can't, you know, quite finish the game until you've done certain
you can't
key
finish
levels.
it at all, because if you don't collect the Soul Cube before fighting the final boss, any attack he fires at you is insta-kill. Yeah, it's a bit OP, but you can't even kill him, even with the big BFG.
So yeah, I suppose it's a good way of the company encouraging people to do all levels previously to get all the items and the gear that they need to face the end boss, but also giving them a chance, you know, try out the different levels and experience mid-game play right at the start and see whether it's something that they'd like to dedicate time to.
So this cutscene is a lot smoother for than the last one. So these are the graphics for the new game.
Wow. Wow.
So this is a massive improvement.
Look at that.
You can obviously see the textures are a lot better in this game, more detailed, high resolution, and the character models are also well done.
Let's get up to them.
And you see all that detail?
There's a lot more in there, isn't there?
You can see the hairs on the arm and the shininess of the
it's like a whole new game. It's like a whole new game. Nah, he still looks like a dick.
Please proceed directly to reception.
Some textures they didn't change though, like those round things. But if you see the wires, those were kind of 2D in the first game.
They're a lot more three-dimensional now, yeah.
Yes.
I don't quite like the thing with the shadow there. I don't like the displacement. I mean, I know a lot of games do employ that, but I mean, if you're going to see the feet of your shadow, you ought to be able to see your feet. They should match up.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny how he's got his fists in the air the whole time, like he's going to punch someone in the face.
Yeah.
Also, if you notice on that screen, one of the screens, they changed it so it didn't show the statistics. See, the Sentry is 3D.
Absolutely, yeah. It's got that whole extra D to it, you know. Whole new game. Whole new game.
Lots more detail, and you can see the character models now. It looks a lot much better. It looks a lot smoother. It doesn't look as much as blocky.
Yeah.
You'll need this to access all secure areas. If you get clearance for any
and like I said before, some textures they left the same, but most of them they changed to fit the gameplay.
Yeah, and you can kind of see which ones they changed and which ones they didn't, just by the look of things. Some things look a little bit less in place than they ought to.
Mars City
onwards
is a
and upwards.
smoke-free facility. Please smoke only in designated areas.
Yeah, the light kind of shines off his head. And you see the difference between this guy and the same guy in the original game?
Oh yes, definitely, yeah.
His face is still a bit sweaty though.
I'm
Yeah.
here
We'll
because
go
there
for the
seems to be
cutscene
some
and
very
let's see the
serious
difference.
problems.
Oh, really? Do I need to remind you of the groundbreaking work that we're
They've
doing
got
here?
almost round heads.
But I've been authorized by the board to look at
And
every...
their faces have much better textures.
Authorized?
Yes, yes.
Especially the guy with the
The
sunglasses.
board doesn't
Yes, you
know
can
the
almost
first
see the
thing about
pores
the
on his
site.
face
All they
and
want is
the
some
sweetiness on it.
money, some product. Don't
Yes,
worry.
I've noticed that a lot of these guys on Doom 3
After how many acts
are
have
really
done?
shiny. I think it's
Why
due
are
to
so
sweat
many
or something.
workers
They should
complaining, requesting
employ showers on Mars.
off Mars?
Absolutely, absolutely.
They simply can't.
I was going to comment on maybe it was the brightness, but then over here, you know, in order to be able to see everything clearly, you need to have it on that sort of a level. So I think perhaps just the contrast between the two needs to be a little bit
I'm
toned
afraid
down.
we'll get
Contrast could
nothing
also
more
use some
until
work,
my
because
report
as you
is
saw
filed
on
with the board. I
Dr.
will
Evil's
full
head over
access,
here,
Dr. Petrucci,
um,
Delta included. I won't
the
have
lighting
it.
goes from
Will I?
Only if you
very
get
bright,
what
see right there, very bright on his face, but then goes to pitch black
amazing
around his
things will
ears.
happen here soon.
I mean, how are you supposed to concentrate on that kind of role with lights shining at your face from every single angle? Especially with what's coming, you need to be able to think clearly under the stress of things, and these flashlights on the face, they just don't really work out so well. Definitely need to turn them off. I don't know, probably don't know whether I didn't notice it in the last game, but I noticed that during that cutscene there was a lot more of like this ambient music just in there. Well, not music, but an ambient tone and just background noise playing, which I thought was good. It sets the environment a lot more.
So the lighting is a lot more strong in this game. Very big difference of contrast.
Dr. Braddock, please
Looking
report
forward to
your
seeing him pull out his torch. I want to see how that changes.
Can you see the difference between this model and the one before?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
The last one was a bit very blocky, and this one's just completely smooth like Play-Doh. Yes, I'm comparing this game to Play-Doh.
Well, I can tell you, I've played a game. I have played a game that was made fully out of Play-Doh. Well, the animation style was Play-Doh. That was the effect they'd gone for. It was a very interesting puzzle game, very difficult. Took me a very long time to get through.
You get to find it. I want you to check out the old decommissioned comm facility.
Bold guy has been updated his textures a lot. There's the sentry droid, little robots. Looks a lot better now.
Now I'm starting to wish I paid a bit more attention to its movement before. I was just trying to compare to see whether its movements were more fluid and more realistic looking, but I can't remember what it looked like before, so I can't really compare.
Interested in
The biggest differences in between these two same games would textures. The biggest difference would obviously be the textures,
Definitely, yeah.
because they haven't changed. I don't think any of the animations or AI scripting. They just changed the map, the levels, the level mapping, and the textures. The rest I think they stick the same. Like the level layout.
The level layout.
Layout of the level. Potato, potato. Potato, tomato.
Loading screen. Well, at least you've got a picture for the loading screen. I can't remember whether it was... I do remember commenting on the blackness of a loading screen last time, but I do like pictures for my loading screen. I really do. Although they really could still use with more music. So I'm a music guy. I like to hear my music playing of some sort.
I think it'd be a good idea if they added the music from the main menu into the loading screen.
Yeah. That'd be good.
See the difference between this character and the last one. The visor, everything just looks so much more.
The detail on the vest.
Looks so much more smooth and fluid.
Okay, grab your gear.
And here we get the gun. Grab it, come on. There we go. And fire.
Watch the shoot. Hey, watch the shoot.
I just even got a little bit of smoke trail coming off the gun. I didn't notice it in the original.
Oh yeah, you're right.
MarsSec radio check.
So yeah, the gun models look a bit the same, but they're actually a lot more rounded around the edges, and lighting is bounced off it more easily, so it's shiny. As you can see.
Which really, you know, I think that's the main thing that was changed with this expansion pack, just the rounding off the edges of all sorts of things, you know, of texture packs, files, and just an altogether smoothness to the game.
It's an expansion pack, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm putting words and making me, yeah. The extended edition, that was it, wasn't it?
No, it's the BFG edition, and it's a re-release of the game. It's a remake, remastering.
I got the edition right. Got 1 word out of 2.
It's not that hard. Why don't you crawl your fat ass down here and do it yourself?
That was really to show you that the dialogue from the first game. I mean, the dialogue. Yeah, the dialogue between the games is the same, because I shot the guy in the video for the first one, and this one, and the dialogue was completely the same.
Jeez. You make a habit of sneaking up on people?
You can see the face is a lot more dumb, and you can see the breathing,
all the strange things.
clothes moving.
He's not nearly as scary as he was before. Looking at him before gave me shivers. Oh, now let's check out the light.
I
Okay.
think it was the textures actually that gave it the shivers, not his face.
Oh, I can't tell. He was ugly back then. Must have just been the textures. Must have been.
Just to put it out there, we're not graphic junkies. We just like to make fun of stuff.
Especially when that's like the key thing that's changed, you know, between the games. It's like the key thing to talk on. It does make differences. It does make differences.
Mars looks mostly the same, with the exception of added resolutions, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose you're only out there for, you know, 2 seconds. Doesn't really, you know, count for much.
17 actually.
17. Oh my! Wow! 17 whole seconds. Oh right, because of the return journey. Yes.
Time it down there. Search your assigned area and haul your ass back to Mars City. Out.
Okay, let's go. On our way to that old Tom's building to talk to ugly guy who gets demon possessed. Gets shot in the head.
Ugly as he may be, he is a good guy. But he died as a zombie demon.
No,
From hell.
no, please. You must let me get
That's
this
Chinese.
communication out. They have to be warned while there is still time.
It's done much better on his face, I must say.
I don't know what I've seen. You can't possibly understand or comprehend.
Still looks ugly though.
It's
You
real.
can see that Doom guy's face is a lot better now.
Refined, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, but it seems to me that it has more facial expression.
Yeah. Oh, at least you can see it more clearly through the
And
way
here
he's
you're about to
composed.
see the lighting. Can you see the lighting effects?
Oh yeah, there we
It's
go.
a lot better than before. I mean, before it was just kind of dropey, but now it's, I don't know, dynamic lighting, I guess.
Oh yes, there we go. The lighting just really adds to the atmosphere of it. It really feels like it did last time I was on this Mars space station and, you know, demons took over. Same feeling as I had back then.
This is on Nightmare, and he just took three headshots in a body shot.
All units.
This is on Nightmare?
We're under
Yes, this
attack
is
by
the
an
hardest
unknown
one.
enemy force.
I think
Fall
they
back
actually
to
modded
Marine
the AI
HQ to
scripting a bit,
regroup.
because in the first video that we showed you of the gameplay for the original Doom, the guy with the gun didn't actually barrel roll to the right.
Ah,
I didn't left
there.
I say again, fall back
So when
to
you
Marine
played through these
HQ
games, you
and wait further
played through
orders.
trying to do the exact same moves as you did before?
Yes. We chose not to use the flashlight on the suit, but like this for preservation of gameplay, I guess.
Preservation of gameplay.
Bollocks. There we go. Must be the size of the
Must be, yeah.
wheel. All the screens in the game have
One
been
leader, give sit rep.
obviously
Over.
added.
Command HQ, this is Bravo Team. We've got 1 Marine down, 2 wounded. Command HQ, this is Fire Team 4. We have pinned down Alphaland. Command HQ, this is Fire Team 2. Main power systems down in sun level.
I kind of like how his head just gets pushed by the bullet. Like if you shoot him in the jaw, his head kind of bottles away.
Yeah, that's one thing I like even more about graphics, is real life physics in games. I must say that was, whenever I think of real life physics in games, I compare games to the first Crisis, just because that was, for its time, a phenomenal physics in the game. And I must say that with things like heads rolling like that, and just things following how they would in the real world, it makes a game a lot more worthwhile for me.
Speaking of physics, have you played Gary's Mod?
Gary, no, I haven't.
It's in physics based. The game is built on the rules of physics. Everything it can do in real life with physics, you can do in the game.
Oh wow, wow.
So theoretically speaking, if you built a perpetual motor in Gary's Mod, you could build it in real world.
Okay, you're gonna have to send me a link to it. By the way, that link, if he does actually send it to me, will be in the doogly-doo.
Doogly-doo?
That little comment bar at the bottom. I stole that from another YouTube channel. But yeah, in the comments bar below, we'll have that link to that game.
Right. Yes.
Which actually, means that you kind of have to do something about it.
But
you were just standing there and you were taking shots and nothing was happening. Have they reduced the accuracy of these guys?
I'm not sure. I was hiding behind like 2 boxes.
I know, but you were standing up straight and you were pointing your gun around. I think you were reloading, and the guy was shooting at you and took no damage.
Yes, I guess that's one of the features they added for what was that sound? I think that was one of the features they added for these new generation of gamers.
Yeah.
So as you saw there,
One
it was
shot.
one headshot.
One shot. Oh my gosh.
One headshot, and this is supposed to be nightmare difficulty. And then this guy straight up takes 3. This game has to decide on how many headshots.
I'm loving the consistency here. I really am.
Same moves as before. Take that, zombie bastards.
Oh, I love it. Body just casually just droops off the side and then falls down.
I didn't see any of that skeletonization here.
Actually, no, neither can I. No, I kind of liked it. It was it was a good effect. Maybe they're making it a tad bit more politically correct.
Yes, because ripping all the flesh and bones with 1 shotgun shell isn't politically correct.
Well, I suppose, yeah. But then when it comes to something like that, it's like, oh yes, we're ripping and a skeleton, and no, perhaps we should make it a bit more, age-friendly thing. I'm going to stop talking now.
I like how the demons still dissolve after you kill them.
Yeah, that is one good feature, I suppose. One redeeming thing to the skeletons.
Even though the demons don't have any skeletons when they dissolve.
True, yeah, but I mean, if they're gonna, it adds to it. It does.
I think they changed the texture for that back room. This is where I died last time. See, there's the demon, and shortly up, see, that's one zombie, and there's no 3rd guy. In the original Doom 3, there was a demon, a zombie, and a soldier guy.
Interesting. Boom.
All units.
So you said that the controls are pretty much the same as the other one, same kind of fluidity?
Yes, nothing's changed, controller-wise.
You don't have a clear path back to
I guess for me at least, because I'm a PC gamer. They might have remapped some of the controls for Xbox 360 from the Xbox version, but most of it should be the same.
You had fun doing that, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, that one did skeletonize before disappearing. Maybe it's only when you shoot the guys hanging upside down by their legs that they skeletonize.
At least in this new version. And yes, you do actually take damage from those falling objects. And yes, the barrel did take 2 shells to explode.
So hold on, you take damage from the falling things, I approve. You don't take any damage from the exploding barrel. Despite the fact that the exploding barrel was enough to kill the zombie.
It was a demon.
Demons, but yeah.
I guess this game has shitty blast radius.
Yeah.
Or it's highly in your favor. I guess it's for the new gamers.
Yeah.
If you would call them that.
We're pretty much gonna, you know, blame everything bad on new gamers. Sorry, new gamers out there, but it's nothing personal. It's just business.
I guess you could compare us with 4chan calling the new gamers new fags.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well, I feel old now. Righto. Well, that was the comparison and our
No, it's still going.
Initial opinions on. Wait, on is it still going? You haven't died yet?
No. That's just the end of the level. There's still 5 more minutes, and I don't die in the new version at all. Even on nightmare difficulty, I actually just quit the game.
Wow.
So here we go with the shotgun. The new model's more round, more smooth.
Oh, what a lovely way to get out of an elevator. Get out of the elevator and steam to the face.
I am unable to reach Mars City from my current position. Move to Marine HQ to regroup and await further orders.
I like how the ladder looks in this game. I don't know, I just like ladders. Except in DayZ, the ladders suck in that game.
That's him.
The only one still alive.
His face looks pretty realistic in this version.
Realistic enough to be able to tell, you know, that's him again.
It's not just a smushed bunch of pixels.
Yeah. Usually I'd be like, oh yep, so it's unidentified orange jumpsuit guy 1. Right, okay, and then I'll meet up with him again and I'll be like, I really can't tell, so you can be orange jumpsuit guy who isn't zombie 1. But at least now with, you know, the actual facial features, you can, you know, identify that he is the same guy. Joys.
Right, here we go.
By the way, this lagging is fully intentional. We put it in there just so that you can we got more of a chance to talk about the gameplay while it's going.
Yes, because you know we love.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's just boring otherwise.
Yes, because what kind of gamers want to watch a video about gameplay with just gameplay?
I know, like seriously, who wants to see gameplay? I mean, you came here to listen to us, really. Be honest, be honest.
You know you love us. You know you love us, fans.
This is Sergeant Kelly. Stay sharp, son. Look your last number out and fortify your position.
I want to see this gun. Shoot it. Shoot it.
Not yet. It's hard to find bullets right now.
It's hard to find bullets, and then you empty half a round into a wall.
Half a round?
Half a magazine.
Get your words right.
Sorry, I'm tired. I've been up for, what is it, 14 hours straight now?
Bitch, please. 2 days ago I was up for 36 hours.
You weren't making a video that
Headache.
Doing straight math. Straight math. So yes, it is hard to believe, but we have lives outside this. If you'd call doing straight math for 12 hours a life.
To be perfectly honest, I don't really have a life outside this. Except, well, especially in New Zealand, because there's nothing interesting to do here. No offense for you sheep lovers.
Yeah, well I suppose when you live in New Zealand it's like, there's nothing to do here. When you live in Paris you're like, there's nothing to do here. When you live in England there's nothing to do here. And yet, the grass always looks greener on the other side. This is my part of, you know, being a Kiwi saying, come to New Zealand, tourists, yeah, love you guys, join us.
Watch us make margarine and, make love to sheep.
We don't, most of us don't actually do that. Most of us are, you know, pretty, actually no, yeah, he's right. He's right. What's the ratio of like sheep to New Zealand? I love how we're talking about sheep to people ratio in New Zealand instead of talking about the gameplay.
Well, I think I read once that the sheep to people ratio in New Zealand was actually 20 to 1.
Yeah, I believe it is something like that. In terms of sheep to humans, so 20 sheep per person. Got a lot of sheep here.
Yeah, there's about 5 million people in New Zealand, but I think 100 million sheep.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
So yeah, you're watching a Doom video, and we're talking about sheep. And I have a British accent for some reason.
So what are we doing accents now? So should I start putting on one of my famous ones?
I'm Irish.
To be sure, for the rest of this video I'm going to be talking like an Irishman. And for all you Irishmen out there, I know this sounds nothing like you, but I'm going to talk like this anyway just to annoy you.
we're gonna get flagged.
Me too. Remember, thumbs up, thumbs up.
If you run across any operational
And for you,
Like it, no hate.
pack a lot of fire.
and for you haters, thumb up the ass.
Some ecological services are free and comprehensive.
They have vending machines in there.
But they don't work. Oh, this I liked in the new one.
Oh. Ooh.
I'm old now. Oh no, there's blood raining down.
And zombie.
Demon. Get your monsters right, Andrew.
It was there 1 second. Is that a bad guy too? Have they turned their robots against you?
No, the robots are always with you. Except possibly for Gatling guns.
Except possibly in Portal. Don't trust the robots in Portal.
The cake is true.
Cake is a lie.
No, Andrew, the cake is true.
I suppose it was there, right? Come to watch a gameplay video on Doom. What do you get? Talk on sheep and other games.
You came for Doom, you stayed for the sheep.
And yeah, I can't actually be bothered putting on the Irish accent anymore.
This is what I actually sound like. I am Russian. No, I'm not.
Gotta get to Bravo 2.
I'm horrible.
Need all the firepower they can get.
I'm not even gonna go there, mate.
Mission is critical to our
Not even gonna go there.
Did you know that if you say beer can in the English accent, you're saying bacon in Jamaican accent?
Huh. Huh. That's interesting.
So yes, this is going to be the end of the video, just after the loading screen, and you get to see something special, very special, about the exit.
Ha.
Right. So there's my machine gun with 308 bullets.
I don't think you understand, Dr. Petruger.
No, I understand.
So yeah,
Wow.
that's the new menu, and I like this a lot. In the original version, it was just like, "Are you sure you want to exit?" But in this new version, it's, "Does the hell and its demons frighten you?"
That is well done. That is well done. It reminds me of this program I had on my computer once. I was erasing all data on my computer, and it said, do you want to continue? If you do this, you cannot go back. You cannot get any of your data back. And of course, I remember that there was a couple of files I had forgotten to back up, so I said, no, I don't want to do this. And a new window popped up, calling me a chicken. I had massive respect for that program. Righto. Well, thank you everyone for watching this comparison between Doom and Doom.
Yeah, Doom 3 and Doom 3 Big Fucking Gun Edition. But I think we just trolled you, or not really, depending on your point of view, because this wasn't really Big Fucking Gun Edition. It was a HD mod by a modder that was a fan of Doom 3. Thank you very much for the view, and I sincerely like for you to subscribe and watch more of our videos. Thank you and good night.
Night.